Hi, welcome back. Now, if you've been watching my last video about the basics of PHP, awesome. But if you haven't, you'll need to see it before you see this one. So just click the picture, which will be on the screen now, the last video, and you'll be able to go through to the first video, and you'll be able to see the introduction to PHP. But today we're going to be working on variables, which is a really, really important part of PHP. So what I'm going to ask you to do is get your test file up. Here we go. Now, I showed you this here. PHP echo. Echo really just means display. This bit here, obviously, as you know, tells the browser that it is PHP, and that closes it. So you can't write anything down here. You must make sure everything is between those tags. Now, I forgot to mention you should have put a semicolon at the end of every line, but if you only got one line, it's fine. But you should really, it's good practice, put a semicolon at the end of every line. Today we're looking at variables. So what is a variable? A variable is, if you've ever done algebra or something like science, a variable is simply one thing that stands for another. So like, the variable could mean 2, the variable could mean football, or something like that. In PHP, we distinguish variables by putting a $sign, then the variable name. So for example, this variable name could be called Enigma. Okay, but we must tell the scripts what Enigma stands for. The Enigma equals quotes. The Enigma stands for Camtasia. Close quotes, colon. Now, the second variable notepad equals. Now I'm going to put a number in this time. If you're going to put a number in, you do not need to put quotes in. Don't put quotes in. So notepad equals 742569 colon. So you don't put quotes. You put quotes for text, no quotes for numbers. That's just the way it is. So they're stored there. Now when we save this and we look at the file, even if I change this to HTTP localhost, you still won't see anything because we've only told the script that there's some variables going on. We need to use the echo tool to display. So echo Enigma. Let's save that and refresh that. Camtasia, because Enigma stands for, is substitute for Camtasia. So if we change echo Enigma to echo notepad and saved it, we would hope that it will come up with this number here, which it does. Now, why don't we combine the two? To combine two variables, we put a full stop, and for those across the pond, you might call it a period. A full stop between the two variable names. Like that. And now we're going to hope when we save this, it should display both things. Like that. So this is what I'm going to go into. I'm going to tell you about how we use the variables. If you've ever seen a script, you'll see that the variables are used to replace one thing for another, and it is a really major part of PHP. Now, what I would suggest you do is replay this tutorial until you get this spot on, because once you've got it spot on, then it'll be much easier for you to carry on with the next one. So subscribe for the next video in this series, which is coming very, very soon. Probably today or tomorrow. So subscribe for that and get learning your variables. Thanks for watching.